Hello, this is Teacher Penny here with VIPKID. I'm from the Facebook group VIPKID Teachers Wanted, and I'm here to help you through the brand new certification process classes for the new mock. This is going to be the lower level lessons, the letter P and the letter X lessons, and I have another video that explains the whole certification center process. So go watch that one first to understand the whole new process with VIPKID. If you have already applied with VIPKID and your mock, what they called mock 1 in the old system, if it says anything about a lower level X and an intermediate level mock 1, an intermediate level lesson called My Country, My Culture, you are in the old system and you need to go watch these videos. I'm going to put the links down here. They're also going to be in the description of it because you're in the old system. If you have anything that says certification center and something about lower level, choosing a lower level lesson, either letter X or letter P, you are in the right place, okay? There are 2 systems going right now. They're eventually going to move everyone to this new certification center process. But for right now, if your mock 1 says something about letter X and My Country, you're in the old one. So go to the other mock 1 videos, okay? If you're in the new one, this is the place for you for the lower level lessons. I will do another separate video for the intermediate level lessons. That's going to be the My Country, My Culture, and Earth, Our Home, the Environment. Okay, so that's going to be a separate video. Watch for that one coming up very soon. All right, so I want to do first, we're going to talk about the lesson objectives in these lower level lessons. The lesson objective sheet they sent to you, let me show that to you. I'm going to pull this up right here. This is the lesson objective sheet. Let me make me a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. This is the lesson objective sheet that they send you for these lessons. And it's basically, this is what they want you to teach. By the end of the class, this is what they want you to teach. And but they don't give you any explanation for this. So I want to give you some explanation for what this is and why it is important. Because if you don't understand this, you're going to have a very difficult time teaching this lesson objective sheet. Okay, now let's look at the letter X lesson objective sheet. Okay, now it does not say on here, but this student is actually about age 5. They are a beginner student. They are a level 2 student. And this lesson is kind of early in level 2. They've had a few lessons. Boy, my writing is really good. I look like about a 5-year-old wrote that, right? Yeah. Anyway, but this is kind of early in level 2, and so they do not know a lot of English. We cannot use all of that, those extra words, all that teacher talk. You want it to be, don't feel like you have to explain things with words. Okay, you're going to use your body language, your tone of voice, your demonstration, your modeling for them. All of that, you're going to use that to teach this class rather than using words. Okay, but still a young student. If it's not on this list, you cannot say it. Okay, so make sure you're watching that very carefully. These are our target sentences in this one. What does, that's actually written incorrectly. It should be, what sound does the letter X make? Okay, so it should be, what sound does X make? And then the answer is X makes the sound X, okay, or what sound does P make? P makes the sound P. Okay, that's the frame that we're working on, but we're going to be using it with the letter X today because that's our one that we're working on. So what sound does X make? X makes the sound X. Okay, then we're also going to be using what do you see? Same one that we used before, right? What do you see? I see a, whatever, you're going to use that same one. Our new words today are fox and ox. These are words that they already know: ruler, robot, king, kite, and key. So they should already be familiar with those. Here's where some controversy comes in as far as what they're looking for. It says here that they know, how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine, thanks, and you. But many of the mock mentors have told our teachers as they go through, don't ask how are you, and don't ask how old are you with this lower level student, because they don't know it well enough. However, it's on the list that they should know it. Okay, so I wish I had a definitive answer to give you here. I want you to understand that the VIPKID hiring process is very subjective, and each mock mentor has their own idea of what they think is correct, okay? And yeah, because it's on this list, it's okay to say it, okay? It's okay to ask, how are you? And then they will just say, I'm fine. They may say, I'm happy. But it's okay for you to ask that. It's also okay to say, how old are you? But you may not want to take all that time on your introduction with this. So just pick one. Okay, pick one and ask it. Either how are you or how old are you? You ever notice how close those two questions are? How are you? How old are you? Okay, they're very, very close in there. So make sure that you really emphasize the old if you use the how old are you, okay, in your introduction with them. Okay, you are going to use the what do you see? They should be able to tell you what's your name. They should be able to do the can you see me, can you hear me. That's really not only something that we use if we're having technical difficulties with them. Okay, and then this is a question that we may use. Which one starts with X? Okay, or well, in this case, which one starts with K? Which one starts with eh? And then the answer is noun starts with the letter sound. So king starts with K. That is going to be one that we're going to use in there. So make sure that you're using this. So this is the target sentence that you're going to use with it. The what sound does X make? What do you see? And which one starts with the letter sound? Now here's what I want you to do before you start teaching this, okay? Write down these target sentences. In this case, you have 3 target sentences. Let me show them to you again. This is number 1. This is the new one. What sound does X make? And the answer, and you want their specific wording. Do not use your own language, okay? Use their wording exactly, okay? X makes the sound X. It's not X sounds like X. X says X. No, X makes the sound X. Excuse me. Use their exact language on there so that that you were following exactly what they want. That way, when you teach it one time and I teach the same child the next time, that we're using the same sentences and they're building on that knowledge. So use their exact languages on these target sentences, okay? What do you see? That's the second target sentence you're going to use. And then the third one down here, which one starts with the letter sound? And then the noun starts with the letter sound. So we're going to use those 3 target sentences. I want you to write those on sticky notes and put them on one side of your computer so that you can glance up and see them. Now, in the new certification process, you get a choice. First off, you're going to choose. You can choose either the lower level or the intermediate level lesson. In either one of those, you're going to be given 2 lessons. So here in the lower level, you're given 2 lessons to prepare, the letter X lesson and the letter P lesson. Okay, you're given both of those. And then it says that when you get into the mock class, the mock mentor will tell you which one to teach. I will tell you also, one person that took this last week, and this is a brand new process, okay? One person that I helped get hired took this last week, and they were told they could pick which one. That they asked them, which one do you want to teach? So they got to pick their own lesson, okay? And then someone else, another mock mentor, told me that they were telling their referrals, okay, to you. When you get in there, you tell the mock mentor, I want to teach this one, okay, rather than, which one. You can say, I prepared letter X lesson, or I prepared the letter P lesson. I'm not sure. Some mock mentors will tell you, no, you had to do the one that I choose, and some of them will let you choose which one you want to do. I would have both prepared. have props prepared for both lessons so that you will be ready to teach whichever one they choose. Okay, not it. They're both only 10 minutes. Okay, it's only 10 minutes of teaching time. So it's all right. Let's move on to the letter X lesson, and I've reset and I've moved around all of my props so that I'm ready to teach that letter X lesson. I've got my whiteboard set up with the new letters that I need, and I'm ready to go. Now, I am going to go ahead and use the same reward system here with this. Again, you can use whatever reward system you want. Same introduction with this student. Hello, my name is Teacher Penny. What's your name? Yeah, and get a full sentence. My name is Rebecca. Great job. How are you? Okay, and you get them to say, I'm fine. Full sentence, I'm fine. Okay, and then introduce your reward system, because you are not using this. This is the stupidest thing. I've never used this one. Horrible, horrible reward system. So use ice cream, use footballs, use something. Okay, so, besides that, but use a different reward system than that one. Okay, so you're introducing your reward system. Same thing. You're going to explain it very simply. Okay, if you do a good job, if you speak and listen, you get ice cream. Yay, ice cream. And then put your ice cream back here. See how it's visible the whole time? Make sure that they can see it. So figure out somehow, whether it be magnets. All of mine are laminated, and then I have magnetic strips on the back of them. So mine are laminated, and I have a magnetic board back here. You could, I used, when I was first starting off, and I couldn't buy magnets. Didn't, all of that. I just used tape. Okay, and that works fine. Okay, but you use whatever you need to use to make it work. Okay, so all right, you might start off with 2 or 3 reward systems, and it'll grow over time. You'll figure out. I have probably 30 or 40 different reward systems now, and then I use also some electronic ones with it. But you'll grow your reward system. So, okay, here we go with letter X. So today is letter X, and you show your flashcard for letter X. Okay, so you're going to do that one, and then you move past this one because you already introduced your rewards. This is a warm-up slide, so you're not going to spend a ton of time on this. They already know some of these words, but not all of them. Notice the directions down at the bottom. The teacher says the word. See, I'm not expecting them to remember this word, okay? Even though they may have seen the word tomato before, or they may have seen robot before. I don't think tomato and elbow are actually on that list that they have seen before. So I'm not going to expect them to remember these words, okay? I'm going to give them the word first, and then have them circle the picture. Now, remember the modeling that we did before? I do, we do, you do. Okay, same thing here. I circle it first. I'm going to circle the first one and then ask them to circle it. I'm going to show them my mouse and everything to get them to circle it. Then that's I do, we do it together. And then the next one, I'm going to say circle elbow, and I'm going to show it, but I'm not going to circle it that time. They should be able to do it on their own by that time. Okay, so same thing, same process here that we did here with the modeling on that. Okay, so here we go with this one. It's very common for them to make mistakes, for the mentors to make mistakes with leaving out or using the wrong one. We're not explaining why it's an elbow instead of a elbow. We just want them to get used to hearing it. So it's very common for them to say, I see a elbow. And you say, I see an elbow. And then you do robot, and they say, I see an robot. Okay, and you get, you just go back and have them repeat it correctly. We're not explaining why yet. Okay, we're just getting them to repeat it back to us. Okay, so here we go. I have my tomato, right? Okay, it's an apple. You can't really tell, but that's okay. My plastic fruit can be lots of things, right? All right, tomato. Tomato. Yes. Circle tomato. Yay. Good. What do you see? I see a tomato. They're just going to say tomato on the first one, okay? They're just going to give you that one word, and then you go back and get the full sentence. I see a tomato. Yes. Elbow. Elbow. Make them point. Total physical response, TPR, is about them responding. It's about your student responding and moving. If they just say elbow, elbow, I see an elbow, they're not going to remember it. But if they have to show you their elbow, they're going to remember the word elbow. Good. So, elbow. Rebecca, elbow. Elbow. Yes. What do you see? I see an elbow. Yes. Circle elbow. Yes. Circle elbow. Great job. Good. They circled. You saw them circle, right? Good. Okay. Good. Robot. Robot. Circle robot. Yes. Good. What do you see? I see a robot. Have fun with the robot. Great. Continue on with all those. Table. What do you see? I see a table. Circle table. Ruler. Tongue. Definitely have fun with tongue. Okay. Tongue. Oh, you're going to show a ruler, a real ruler. Okay. Then tongue. Yes. What do you see? I see a tongue. Have fun with that one. Make them laugh. If you can make this mock mentor laugh, you have won the game. Okay? If they're having fun, that means that they know that your student is going to have fun. Part of what they score you on is building rapport with your student. Okay? Can make this connection with them where your student is going to respond to you? Through this whole thing, what you've also been doing is you've been developing a rhythm with them. You've been developing something. I say something, you say something. I say something, you say something. With this level of student, we should have them speaking 50% of the time. That means it's 50-50, 50% me, 50% them. So I say something and they say something. So throughout this entire slide, it is us building this rhythm. Okay, tomato. What do you see? I see a tomato. We're going back and forth with it. We're building up this rhythm where they're learning. I say something and then, okay, the teacher says something, now it's my turn. And they're building up this rhythm, this back and forth with them. And it works really well. So right here at the beginning, you're doing this all the way through the lesson. You're cupping that ear. Remember, they're not going to respond if you don't put your hand behind your ear. But we're building up this rhythm. As we get later in the lesson, we may not have to do this quite as much because they've learned that rhythm. Maybe we've got 2 or 3 props in our hand, and so we can't hold our hands to our ear. And so that's when that rhythm comes together with it. Okay? All right, so now we go to letter X. Okay? All right, so you just did that great job. Maybe you give it ice cream there, okay? Yay, you get ice cream. Nom, 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 nom. Yay. X. Big X. Yes. Circle, big X. I circle the first one. Good. Circle, big X. Yes. Circle small x. Circle small x. Yes. Big X. Make them move. Big X. Also use your voice. Use the lower tone of voice. Big X. Small X. Make them move. Make them do the voices with you as well. Okay, that really shows that that they're getting into it. They're following along with you. Use all of those things to do that. Now, here you're going to introduce the letter sound as well. Okay, we've introduced the name of it, the big X, the small X. Now, X. X. And here's that target sentence again, right? X makes the sound X. The sound X. X makes the sound X. Make sure they've said it correctly twice. Remember, they might leave a sentence out or a word out or something. Make sure they've said it correctly twice. Then, what sound does X make? X. Yes, they'll just give you the X Okay, then you go back and get the full sentence. X makes the sound X. Yes, great job. This is the only place where you can put in the question. It has the answer down here, but it does not have the question, and that is one of our target sentences, one of our new ones that we're learning this time. So make sure that you use that question. What sound does X make? X makes the sound X. Make sure you're using that here because there's really no other place to use it in this lesson. Okay, good. So now you go straight to this one, and we have fox. Now this word, any word that is written in red is a brand new word. So pig and pepper and panda were all new words in the other lesson. This one's kind of an orangey red, but it's still red. They just wanted to match the fox, okay? But if it is a new word in this level, you need to repeat that word 3 times before you do anything else, okay? So fox, fox, fox. What do you see? I see a fox. Yes. Circle. Oh, here's a great extension. Circle small x in fox. Circle small x. They've already circled it, so I don't really have to do that unless they take a little time and they look confused, okay? Then you could go over here and you could circle it for them. Circle x in fox. Yes, good. Just a simple extension there. We've already circled x on the previous slide, so they should be pretty good with that one. Good. Okay. Ox. 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 Yeah. What do you see? I see an ox. Yes, great job. You get ice cream. Yay. Actually, this is, I think, yeah, this is activity time. So do the star here. Okay. Yay, you get a star. Yoo-hoo. Yay, good job. Activity time. Woohoo. Let's go. Okay. You just be silly. Something in there. Good. All right, and then you come bring out your whiteboard. Okay. Okay. Rebecca. Ah. X. Axe. 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 Yes. T. T. Axe. T. Axe. T. Axe. Tax. Yes. Good. F. Not f. Okay. If they say that word, if they say the sentence, sorry, the phonic sound, if they say the letter wrong, correct it. If they say f, okay, you go back and you go f, f. Yes. F. Axe. F. Axe. Fax. Fax. Yay. Good. Axe. Axe. Max. Max. Yeah. Notice I'm not cupping my ear as much here because I'm doing so much with this. Okay. I'm not really underlining on the page. That just gets to where it's too much there. But because they're already in that rhythm with me of I say something, they say something, we're okay. If they stop speaking, get that hand up there. Okay. If they stop responding, get that hand up and make big, but they should respond pretty well with that. Great reading. Very good. Okay, now you're going to go here and you're going to circle the first one, and because we want to use a full sentence on every side, let's use that same sentence that we've been using. What do you see? Use your flashcard, okay? X, yeah. I see an X. Yes. What do you see? I see a fox. Yes. What do you see? I see an ox. Good. Now, we are not treating this like a traditional memory game where we're trying to find the two X's and the two foxes, okay? We want them to remember what was behind this one. And there's no way I'm going to do 6 of them at a time, okay? There's no way that a younger student like this is going to remember all 6. Let's break it up. Let's do the top line, then go to the next page. So let me show you what we're going to do here, okay? We've just done what do you see, what do you see, what do you see. We've gotten the full sentences. We're good on full sentences. Now, go back and say X, fox, ox, and get them to repeat that. X, fox, ox. Good. X, fox, ox. X, fox, ox. Yes. X, fox, ox. X, fox, ox. Yes. Now, remember the slides are, there's a little arrow on this side that goes forward in the lesson, and there's an arrow back on here on this side that goes backwards in the lesson. So we're going to go forward. Remember that it's going to erase your writing. We're going to go forward in the lesson. You're going to circle the first card and go, X, fox, or ox, and you just happen to be holding up the correct card, don't you? Yeah. Is that cheating? No, it's not. It's helping your student be successful. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yes. Okay. Good. So they're going to say X. Then you circle this one. X, fox, or ox? Fox. Yes. X, fox, or ox? Ox, yes. Now go back up to the previous slide. Remember, your writing will disappear. Okay. Then you're going to circle this. We've already done what do you see? We don't have to do that again. Okay. Let's just give it to him this time. Okay. This time we're going to do fox, ox, X. 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 Is there any way they can get that wrong? Well, yeah, there is. Okay, so you get to this one and you circle the first card and you go fox, ox, or X, and they go, and they give you the wrong answer. Okay. They're diabolical on the ways that they try to mess you up on this because they're going to try to get you off your game. So they're going to mess one of these up. All you do is you go back up a slide, okay, and you do the chant again. Fox, ox, X. Fox, ox, X. Fox, ox, X. God, yes. And you go back here and you circle it and you say fox, ox, or X. Fox, yes. Fox, ox, or X, and you circle the next one, and they give you ox, and then fox, ox, or X, and you're just happen to be holding the correct slide at the time, the correct prop at the time. Cheating? No. Helping them to be successful. Okay, that's the way you teach that slide. Do not try to do it with matching the two, and there's no way. Okay. Do it this way, and you will have great success with it. Okay. Some places teach to only do the top line on each one. If your time is running really, really short, then maybe try that. But some of the mock mentors want you to do every single example on every single page. Some will tell you to skip some. Okay. What I recommend is before you start the lesson, and I probably should have put this earlier in the video, but I didn't. But some mock mentors, you can ask them at the beginning of the lesson, do you want me to do all of the examples on every page, or can I skip some if you're showing mastery? And some of them will tell you, yeah, sure, you can skip some. And some of them will say, well, of course you have to do all the examples on all the pages. Okay. Or some of them will say something like, well, you just do whatever you think is right. If they say that, do all the examples. Okay. But some of them think you can skip, and it's not consistent. Okay. I've had both of it. Okay. I've heard of it from both sides. So you just ask at the beginning, do I need to do all the examples? If they say you don't need to do all the examples, then maybe you can skip the bottom row. You can do just the top row. but most of them are going to say do all of the examples. And if in doubt, do all of them. Okay. All right. Great job. Yes, you get ice cream. Woohoo. And then we're on, this is the last teaching slide. This is where we're going to use that fun little El Cheapo prop. Okay. There's a whole lot of directions down at the bottom. Ignore them. Okay. It's too much. Okay. It's way too much. This is usually also where people run out of time. Okay. A lot of people do not get to this last slide. Okay. So most people run out of time somewhere in the memory game. But on this one, there's just way too much stuff there. Your main purpose is you want them to read the word, and notice, yes, some of these are nonsense words because we're just teaching the phonics sound. Okay. We're not worried about it teaching what this word actually means. We just want the phonics sound. Okay, so you're going to make sure that you're having them read the phonics, read this little phonics word, and then write the letter. Okay, that's the whole point of this thing, is to read it and to write the letter. They do not know the word write. Let's use the word draw. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. Rebecca. Ix. Ix. Kicks. Kicks. Yes. Draw. You draw the first one. Okay. Draw it in the box. Yes. Draw. Draw. Good. They write it over there. Yes. Kicks. Good. You scroll up to the next one, and you erase their writing. Remember that there is a button over here on the left side that says clear, that you can erase their writing. Okay. Then you point to this one. Ix. Use not ruh. Okay. Ix. Rix. Rix. Yay! Good job. Draw. Draw. Good. You're showing it to them. You're not doing the drawing this time. I did it the first time. They should be able to do it on their own this time. Good. All right. Then scroll it up here. This time, let's see if they can do it. Rebecca. S. That's a pretty common one. They should know S. Okay. S. X. 6. Yes. 6. Draw. S. Good. And continue on with the others. X. What's the other one? X. Okay. They should be able to read those, maybe those last 3. They should be able to blend those together themselves. Okay. So, but if they need help, if they need support with that, you can help them with it. But try to see if they'll do it on their own. And by this time, they've been blending together those sounds for a while, so they should be able to do that. Great job, Rebecca. You get ice cream. Rebecca, how many ice cream? 1, 2, 3, 4 ice cream. Yay! Ice cream. Oh, yeah. Oh, ice cream. Yay. Good job, Rebecca. Very good reading today. You did great. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And then you just close out with a nice warm greeting. Okay. All right. So that is the lower level lessons for the new certification center. Again, if yours has, if the PowerPoint that they send you has the letter X lesson and my country, it is different from what I just taught you. Okay. It has more stuff in it. So go back and watch my other Mach 1 videos if that's what you have, because you're in the old system. Okay. So make sure that you're watching the correct one. I don't want you to prepare for the wrong lesson and then get in there and go, what do you mean I have to do my country? Okay. Make sure that you know exactly what you're doing there. Teach the lessons that they sent you, not relying on what I'm showing you here. Because if you prepare these and then you get into and you're doing the old Mach 1, you're going to be in trouble there. Okay. All right. I look forward to it. Okay. First thing, if you have not used a referral code when you signed up for VIPKID, I would certainly appreciate you adding mine to your application. If you go into the teacher portal, that is the the website, the VIPKID website, where everything is, and look in the top right corner of your screen. Okay, top right corner, you're going to see something that says My Account. Click on My Account, and there will be a place there to add a referral code. Okay, and if you have not used a referral code, make sure that you add mine in there. It is 049A85. They do want you to add that before you do this mock class, so make sure that you add that before you do it. They really like you to do it before you schedule it. So please add my code in there. If this has been a help to you, I would certainly appreciate you doing that. Be sure and join my Facebook group, VIPKID Teachers Wanted. I'll put the link down here below. And there's lots and lots of info already posted in there to help you through the entire process. And so I want to help you through that. But I can help you more, and you can actually come to coaching sessions where we go walk through all of these slides together. If you are my referral, you get to come to those coaching sessions. So thanks so much for for watching my video. Be sure and give me a like and a subscribe here on YouTube so that you can see when my next video